Joining me now, Jeanette Nunez, Lieutenant Governor of Florida. Madam Lieutenant Governor, the Tampa mayor said, if you choose to stay, as our reporter just indicated, you will die. Is that your message as well tonight? And do you have what you need from FEMA and the Biden-Harris administration?
Absolutely, Laura. The governor has been saying this for the last couple of days. He has been stressing the importance of evacuating. We understand this is going to be a catastrophic storm. The storm surge, as was mentioned, up to 15 feet potentially, torrential rain, flooding, the winds, all of that creates a tremendous risk. So we are encouraging people to do that now. They cannot wait around till tomorrow when the storm starts to set in and the winds start to pick up. It's too dangerous for them to leave at that point. Emergency personnel can't go out and rescue you. So we urge people, if you're still in that evacuation zone, please leave now.
Well, we understand that the shortage of gasoline is now becoming a real thing. 15% and growing, the number of gas stations that are out of fuel tonight. Now it's 17%. What can be done about that, or does that just have to wait until, after the wrath of this latest hurricane hits Florida?
Up until today, we had been amassing fuel, making sure we could get as much fuel as we could into our ports that then distribute that fuel. We had Florida Highway Patrol accompanying the fuel tankers to get to the impacted areas. So we know that this is going to be an ongoing issue as people continue to trickle out and evacuate. But we're also encouraging people to recognize you don't have to travel hundreds of miles or leave the state or potentially even leave your county. You can seek shelter. We have a number of shelters in every single county that are open and available. We have a partnership with Uber. They will transport you for free using the code Milton Relief. And so there are many ways for you to get to shelter. And so gasoline should not be an impediment at this point. We want to continue to encourage people. Find a way to leave. Make sure that you are heeding those orders.
There was something of a dust-up between your governor and Kamala Harris, although your governor and Joe Biden seem to be having very productive conversations, and Biden has offered every bit of help that Florida wants from the federal government. But the two of them seem to be going back and forth, and essentially DeSantis pushed back against Kamala Harris's complaint, saying, look, this is not about you. We are in an emergency footing and have been in such a state for weeks now. And your reaction to that, given the severity of what your people are facing?
Well, given that her previous role as border czar didn't work out so well for the American public, I guess she's trying to find a new role as hurricane helper. But she should really leave the hurricane preparedness efforts to someone that knows what he's doing. Governor DeSantis has been working round the clock for the past 2 weeks, first with Hurricane Helene, then with the recovery, and now preparing for Milton. He's gotten everything he needs from the president and from the FEMA administrator, who are the relevant players in this process. And so we don't have time for nonsense, and shame on Kamala Harris for trying to inject herself into a process she has nothing to do with.
Well, Lieutenant Governor, we are praying for you, everyone in Florida tonight. This is going to be very, very bad, and we certainly hope everyone is being evacuated or has evacuated by now. Thank you so much, and we'll put up, obviously, continue to put up Red Cross for people to be able to donate to.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.